Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of MyGM Mode here on WWE2k23. And today's episode we are fresh off of our first PLE in the series. Last episode was the SummerSlam event and we had a phenomenal SummerSlam. As you can see, close the gap against SmackDown and we're just barely right behind them in the ratings, and hopefully today we can continue that momentum, build some new storylines, build some new rivalries, as well as a couple of new signings to the Red Brand. So I hope you guys are excited for this one. If you are, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more 2K23 content, as well as if you're interested in buying some Rogue Energy. In the description below I have my referral link where you can use code Mr. Rob and receive 10% off your purchase. As also some news on the channel, as I'm recording this, I had just hit 900 subscribers on the channel, which means the next stop is that 1,000 mark, and I cannot wait to push for that goal. I thank you guys so much for the support here on the channel, for always being a part of it. It's really been awesome, and I wouldn't be bringing this to you guys if I didn't love the interaction and you people, so I thank you so much for that. But today is going to be two shows as we continue to the next PLE, which is Hell in a Cell. Hopefully we can continue the momentum that we built coming off of the SummerSlam pay-per-view. And SummerSlam's interesting because we spent a lot of money, we gained a little bit of money, and we closed the ranks in terms of us and SmackDown. But next up, it's like, where do we go now? A lot of rivalries finished, and we got to figure out what we want to do going into Hell in a Cell. Here's how our roster currently looks. Our top two stars are Asuka and Roman Reigns, and we just saw Rated RKO win the Raw Tag Team Championships, as well as Kevin Owens retain his United States Championship. Also at SummerSlam, we signed Braun Strowman, our first big signing here on the Red Brand, and we turned him quickly heel because he will feud with Sami Zayn. But as you can see next to him, we've also signed Rey Mysterio, yes, the future Hall of Famer, who finally punched his son in real life to a phenomenal ovation. That was quite a moment. But Rey Mysterio is a part of the Red Brand, as coming off of SummerSlam, like I said earlier, you can see in this screen there's a lack of feuds. Everybody's basically wide open. Roman Reigns just beat Shinsuke Nakamura to retain the WWE Championship. That rivalry is over, and we need somebody now for Roman Reigns to feud against. And honestly, the roster, there's no top babyface for him to feud with. Yes, you do have Sami Zayn down there. We could have gone with him, but I don't know if he was really there yet. And plus, I had the feud with him and Strowman set up already. And I went into the free agency pool, and it's really weak right now. If you go there, you got Brock Lesnar, who we can't afford. And then the next best is Dolph Ziggler and Dominic Mysterio. There's really no top bona fide star. If there was like a Cody Rhodes, I would have signed him. But in 2K23 GM mode, not every free agent is available every week. So you kind of got to run the risk of who is available. And the best option I thought was Rey Mysterio. So he will feud with Roman Reigns. As far as the other feuds, I don't want to spoil everything because I do want to show you guys the show. As here is what we have lined up for this week. In our opener, we are going to have Bayley versus Asuka in a non-title match. Yes, I know they just had the classic steel cage match at SummerSlam, and this rivalry is over. But one of our commissioner goals this week is have your most popular female face and heel go at it against each other. And well, they're the most popular face and heel, so they will go one-on-one again. Hopefully the rivalry cooldown doesn't fully affect the rating for that match. And also, we got to keep an eye on stamina. You can see Bayley's at 38, Asuka's at 36. Hopefully we can come out of this match scotch-free in terms of injury, but they will kick us off. Next up, we'll see Rhea Ripley call out Asuka, because also on the female side of things, there's a lack of heels. And I mentioned this in a previous episode. We don't have a lot of top heels currently at the moment, and with no real female to sign, I do think this is the right opportunity for Rhea Ripley. She's coming off of a feud with Liv Morgan. Yes, she did lose at SummerSlam, and maybe we'll revisit that match one more time, but Rhea Ripley, I think, is the right opponent for Asuka. Bruiser versus Fighter as well. I think they can really clash, and I'm curious to see where they can go. So Rhea Ripley will call out Asuka. Hopefully we can get that rivalry started. Sami Zayn, who has yet to have a match here on the series. He wanted a match a couple weeks ago. We gave him a promo instead. He's finally going to get the opportunity. He goes one-on-one against Akira Tozawa. And then right after that, Braun Strowman will call out Zayn, so we'll kickstart that rivalry as well. Mid-card, Gunther, we need to get him back in the win column, so he'll take on Dewey Carter. And then our world title feud will kick off. Rey Mysterio will call out Roman Reigns so we can get that one going. Roman Reigns is somehow not very happy. I'm not entirely sure why. He's the champion. He's one of our most popular superstars. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. So hopefully we can get that rivalry going and start building it towards the next PLE. And then our main event, Jey Uso, Main Event Uso, wants to be in the main event of this week's show. So our only rivalry that's still currently active from pre-SummerSlam is this one, Rated RKO and the Usos. We just saw Rated RKO win the titles at the pay-per-view, so I think if Jey wants to be in the main event, why not make it a Raw Tag Team Championship match? Tables match, to be specific. That is the big match this week. So a little bit of a rebuilding episode. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too much in the ratings, but we're going to go ahead and get started and book this show, confirm it, and be live here with the first match, Bayley versus Asuka, non-title matchup, and Asuka again gets the victory. So Bayley's lost a lot, and yeah, that was only 2 stars. The rivalry on cooldown really did hurt us here, but nonetheless, wanted to get the power card, so there's the victory, another win for the champ. Rhea Ripley now calling out Asuka. It was a good promo, and it does start the rivalry. So mission accomplished. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka is locked in. That'll be the next Raw Women's Championship feud. Sami Zayn will take on Akira Tozawa, and the winner of this match is Sami Zayn. So Zayn picks up a victory. It was only 1.5 stars. Knew this isn't going to be the most flashy episode, but it's one that needs to get done. Strowman calls out Zayn, okay, but again, another feud has started. So I think both the callouts have done a very good job so far. Dewey Carter versus Gunther. I pray that Gunther wins, and he does. Okay, so Carter takes the L. Gunther gets a 2.5 star match out of Dewey Carter. That's pretty good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe 1.5 stars. So Gunther, very reliable. It's part of the reason why we drafted him in the first place. I want to make big things for Gunther, but the only problem with him right now is I don't know who he's going to feud with. He just lost the U.S. title feud against Kevin Owens. Not sure what's next for Gunther, but I do want to keep him in the mix, keep him wrestling, hopefully continue to improve his pop. Rey Mysterio will call out Roman Reigns, our newest superstar. It was a good promo. Again, 3 for 3 on the callouts. Got 3 rivalries started, so that was nice. And then our main event, tables match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And the winner of this one, and still champions, is Rated RKO. They retain the championship. A 3-star good match. So nothing really stands out for us this week. That leaves us a little susceptible to SmackDown, but their show off first glance doesn't look overly that impressive as well. It looks like they're also trying to restart in the rivalry gang. So we'll see what goes on in the opener. Every champion is in this one. Cena's teaming up with Dawkins to face Balor and Rude. Hopefully Dawkins and Balor are also on a rivalry cooldown, so that hopefully lets us fare well in terms of star rating. But Cena and Dawkins do pick up the victory over the tag champs. 3-star good match, so they do win the opener, but it wasn't like a 4-star, so that's safe. Alexa Bliss is the queen of promos in this series. Every single time SmackDown has her cutting a self promo, she cuts it excellent, and her popularity is skyrocketing. I'm hoping they don't capitalize and put her in the women's title feud. So that's not good for us. Noam Dar versus Ivar. This is still a rivalry going on. I'm surprised it didn't end at the PLE, considering it was their SummerSlam main event. So this will probably crush our mid-card match. Noam Dar picks up the victory, and it was 2.5. Okay, so not the worst. We can live with that. Shayna Baszler calls out Xia Li. So again, another excellent promo from SmackDown. That rivalry grows, so we do got to be careful. That is still an active rivalry for the Blue brand, but their women just apparently cut the most amazing promos in history, because every single one is excellent. Speaking of women, Doudrop goes up against Gigi Dolan. Looks like they're trying to start something between these two, and Doudrop does pick up the victory, and it was a 1.5 star match. So SmackDown not lighting the world on fire, which is good for us. Xia Li is going to cut a self promo as well as being called out by Shayna Baszler. It was only okay, so the first promo from SmackDown that wasn't excellent. And she has 5 promo skills. Since when does Xia Li have 5 promo skill? That's insane. So the one who has 5 skill does not get the best rating. Maybe she cuts a phenomenal Japanese promo, but she gets 2 pop for her. And their main event is also a tables match. It's Austin Theory versus R-Truth. It is still a rivalry. Hopefully they don't top 3 stars, as Austin Theory picks up the win, and it gets 3.5. So they do beat us by 0.5 star in our main event. Overall, they did win this one. The only one we won was the second mid-card match. So SmackDown probably going to improve a little bit in the ratings department. as we gained 37,000 fans and we made $72,000, which is also good. The crowd sounds like they hate Strowman being a bad guy. Why would they hate Strowman being a bad guy? A lot of people don't like Strowman to begin with, so I thought him being a bad guy would be great. But Usos also have a really good feel for tables matches, so that's something to keep in mind. As for SmackDown, they gained 47,000 fans, so they won by about 8K this week and gained $76,000. So they win it this week, and we get the health spot card. So send the chosen superstar to a top spot to recover 18 more stamina this week, and they will not be booked for that show. So it's just kind of a low-key episode, I think, for both of our brands. SmackDown does get a little bit more of a lead, back up to 40,000. But hopefully we have the places and the pieces in play. Got some good rivalries, and I think this next show in Providence, Rhode Island could be a good one. Rhea Ripley says, "Hey boss, I have a proposition for you. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership in the next few weeks? You have my back and I'll have yours." See, this is what I did not want to happen, because if you remember at the end of SummerSlam, hold up, the fans will love it. I'll love it. What else could you ask for? So how about it? Book me in a match and be in my corner. If you remember at the SummerSlam episode, we picked the Superstar Shakeup card that said General Manager interruptions will be really popular for a superstar, but the ones who it is against could be very, very negative. And I picked that one because I said, I'm not going to really get involved in any matches anyway, so it doesn't affect me. Now I got to eat my words. I either got to turn Rhea down, or I have to actually do what I was not wanting to do and hopefully risk somebody being really, really upset. This is interesting because I don't want to do it, but I really do like Rhea. Rhea's one of my favorite superstars on the roster. She has a bright future. I can see her being a future Raw Women's Champion, so I kind of want to do it. Hopefully we can get away with it. I have an idea, actually. So yeah, we're going to get ourselves this partnership. Count me in. I'll book you in a match with me in your corner in the next 3 weeks. So it doesn't have to be initially, which is also good. But we're going to do the partnership. I think there's a way around this. And she gets a small increase to morale, so that's good. Jimmy says, "Look, Edge has been handing me nothing but losses. Isn't there someone else on the roster you can match me up against for a change?" Yeah, I'll get you matched up against somebody else. You'll still be feuding with Edge, but I'll at least get him somebody to have a match with. Glad to hear it. Got to snap out of the spiral, so that's not bad. So let's head to Providence, Rhode Island, see if we can bounce back with a solid show. Okay, we got the show booked this week. This one took me a while to book just because the main event is ridiculous. One of our commissioner goals this week is book a backstage brawl, and backstage brawls are expensive. You can see the budget is basically cut with this one show, which is crazy because this isn't even that special of a show, but we got to get those power cards and complete those goals. So let's go ahead and get through it. We're going to start off with Rey Mysterio versus Gunther in the opening match. I do have Roman Reigns scheduled to run in, so that keeps that rivalry going. Liv Morgan will cut a self promo. She's taken some L's recently. I do want to get her pop a little bit back up from 55, so hopefully that helps with the self promo. Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman will have their first match together in their feud. And then we'll see Kevin Owens. We need you to do advertising, man. We need some money. So, and it costs $0, and he's a good microphone man. So, come on, man. Kevin Owens, give me some cash. Come through in the clutch. Rhea Ripley will take on Nova Northern Light, one of the new jobber signings. And this is my way around that Rhea Ripley promise. If I interview in this match, and if I interfere in this match, and I cost Nova Northern Light the match, and she's mad at me, I don't care. So, yeah, and it makes Rhea Ripley more happy. So I think this is a win-win. It's a good little loophole around it, and it gives Rhea the victory. And then we're going to have Asuka call her out right afterwards, basically say, like, you cheated and stuff like that. So that kind of helps that feud as well. And our main event is a backstage brawl. Jimmy wanted to go up against somebody other than Edge, so he'll go up against Randy Orton. And Jey Uso will interfere in this match. So this is the match that's going to cost a bunch of money. So it better deliver. I'm hoping it delivers. We'll have to wait and see, though. But we'll go ahead and book this show. Get it going, as we will start off with that Rey Mysterio Gunther match, and the winner is Gunther, thanks to Roman Reigns interfering. Only a 2-star main opener. That's not the best start to the show. Liv Morgan's self promo is weak. She gains 0 popularity, so a waste of a segment and wasted $2,500 on Liv. That experiment's kind of failing a little bit. Zayn and Braun Strowman, their rivalry is up next, and Braun Strowman gets the first victory in this one. 3 stars, good. Probably should have put that in the opener, but nonetheless, oh well. Kevin Owens' advertising promo was excellent. He loses 2 pop to get us $12K. That was much needed $12,000, and I think Owens losing 2 pop is not the end of the world at the end of the day. Rhea Ripley and Nova Northern Lights will go a one-on-one. This is our interference, and we give Rhea Ripley the win. She should be happy with this. It was 2 stars. And then Asuka calls out to Rhea Ripley. It was a good promo, advances that rivalry, which is going pretty healthy. And then our main event, the backstage brawl between Jimmy Uso and Randy Orton. Uso gets the victory thanks to his brother Jay in a 3-star main event. So a pretty solid show. Wish we would have put the second match of the night in the first spot, but it is what it is. How about Extreme Rules Tag Team title match? The same match from last week. Now the titles are on the line. Can Cena and Dawkins be double champions? Yes, they can. They have all the gold and a 4.5-star classic. Hello. Well, that's a great start for SmackDown. 4.5 stars. I can't believe that. Xia Li calls out Shayna Baszler. Another excellent promo from Xia Li. She is the queen of promos along with Alexa Bliss. That rivalry is now at 4, so that is going to be a big hit next week when they decide to finally cash in on that feud. Tables match, Ivar and Noam Dar. Has this rivalry not reached its limit yet? I guess it will in this match, as Ivar is the winner, and they'll probably blow us out here. 4-star, amazing. SmackDown is putting on a heck of a show. Baszler's cell promo is excellent. She also has 5 promos good. Do they have like a power card that makes everybody good on the mic? I don't understand this. As she now has +5 pops. So her and Xia Li are, I'm afraid, might put on a 5-star classic in whatever match they decide. So that is not good for us. Doudrop versus Alexa Bliss, a rivalry. Bliss's pop has gone through the roof thanks to her promos, and she wins, and she gets 3 stars. So Alexa Bliss has been a sleeper hit for SmackDown. Gigi Dolan cuts another self promo. 6 plop and 5 promo skill. They definitely have a power card that says everybody is good on the microphone. There's no way they're all this good. Their women's division is stacked. And then the main event, a rematch from last week. Literally the same match, a tables match between Austin Theory and R-Truth. Has this rivalry not been dead beaten to the ground yet? Well, R-Truth has been dead beaten to the ground. He loses again at 3.5 stars. So SmackDown killed us this week. Those graphs are insane. I am afraid of what the damage is. As for this week, we gained 31,000 fans and gained only $10,000. I guess we did book that backstage brawl. While SmackDown, let me close my eyes, 57,000. Good lord, so we lost by 26,000 this week, and they gained money. I don't know how, but SmackDown is killing us in the TV shows. We just get it in the PLE, so I'll have to deliver big at Hell in a Cell next time. As you can see, the gap again has widened to about 60,000 fans. We got to start picking up our game here. These rivalries got to step up as we head to CO City and Iowa. Triple H has said, we've just brought a new physical trainer on staff. He's worked with a ton of major sports brands, cutting edge stuff. We can loan him to your brand to help train some of your superstars to help them recharge and recover most of their stamina. I don't know if I need that right now. They'll have to sit out the show, though. You can have them long enough to train Asuka and Jimmy Uso for $30K. I'd also be willing to bend the rules, lend them to you to train just one of those 2 for free. Well, if you're going to give them for free, then I guess I will do it, but only because it's free. I can't pass up free. It's just, which one do I want? Do I want Jimmy or do I want Asuka? I think I'm going to do it to Jimmy just because he is more of established rivalry. So we'll give it to him. I think Asuka and Rhea still need to improve their rivalry. So we'll give it to Jimmy Uso. I guess he's not able to get booked this week, but oh well. Was that supposed to be funny? I'm not laughing. We'll see how funny it is when it comes time to Rico. Wait, did I pick the wrong one? I thought me interfering on Northlight made it so Rhea, I was in her counter. Did I just completely screw that up? Well, that's not good. I got to make it up to Rhea Ripley somehow. MVP slid in. He said, hi, Piers. Listen, I'm sick of working for Angle on SmackDown. Well, I'm more than happy to ditch my contract and come over to Walt, and I'll do it for discount. $110,000 for MVP. He's got 57 pop. He's got no stamina. I'm going to say no. I like MVP, but sorry, man. We don't got room for you. And he says, fine, you're lost. We'll see about that. So, oh, lordy. Rhea Ripley, that scares me. We need to interfere in a match, and I need to do it right this time. So we'll have to right that wrong next week. But we'll continue to Hell in a Cell. As you can see, the graph is starting to grow a little bit, and we have some work to do if we want to set ourselves up for another solid PLE. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop that like down below, and especially if you want more 2K content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.